Hello everyone, welcome back to The Witness. We are here in the mountain and we're presented with these kind of portal-like structures, these great big white rooms of testing and experimentation. And we have this great big purple path thing that I really want to make a path over here on the left-hand side so that I can keep progressing with that wall of puzzles. So the question is, how are we going to do that? Because this needs to be on a row of 4, but then that does not separate the black and the white dots. So does this look good? Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a group of 4 for it now, isn't it? Yes. The only problem is there's that big center structure there, and there's every chance that I can't get past that center structure because I can't hop this line here apparently. But I mean, we do have lots of capacity for progress over here, being nice and close to these puzzles. The problem is just visually a nightmare. Like, we're gonna have to get some things wrong before we get some things right. So we've got white dots, dots on the edges that need to be touched, and black dots. So that's a white dot there. Okay. So we had a white dot there and a white dot there that needed separating, a black dot here and possibly a black dot there, and then some of the pips that are on the lines. So again, if we just do this wrong, we've got black, black, white, white, and this wants to be part of a set of 4. Which made that a bit more simple. Oh, jeez. Right, it looks much the same as last time, but it's probably not going to be exactly the same, is it? Why are you... Oh, you... a dot that needs to be overridden there. There's a dot there and a dot there. This flashing is unpleasant. We missed a dot there. I just need to have like both versions of this black and white striped grid represented to me at once, you know? So we're behind the white there, but we need to be on the other side of that. So behind the white and behind the white, they're together. Then where are the other dots? That one there is white, so behind the white, behind the white, behind the white. We didn't do that dot in the top left corner. Oh, jeez. That's never going to work because that's black. Alright, can we do the other half? Can the other half even be attempted in this configuration? No, I cannot walk through the center. There's like a gap that cuts you from there to there. But I cannot reach it. We can still see this puzzle, although from this angle I can't see the finish of it, which is just there. So that's no good to me. Alright then, since we're working with this right now, let's remain on this puzzle for a second. So we need that dot there and that dot there. Then the rest is just black and whites, I think. If I don't click again, it will keep flashing at me. No, it won't. Oh, they couldn't make this more obtuse if they tried, could they? I wonder just how simple this is if you're just looking at the regular puzzle and not the obnoxious flashy version of the puzzle. Right, that looks good. But then there's that white there. So we have to separate these two, which means we have to separate both of these sides. Like this goes black, white, black. So we need an arch over that in some way. But this is black as well. So, in fact, all three of them are black. So, we're going to need to do something like this. White, white, white. So is it just the dot in the top left corner we didn't do? It is. White. But then that's a dot there as well. White. White. Ah! God, this flashing is obnoxious. It wouldn't be so bad if the contrast between the two different things wasn't so bad, but it's just so bright white and then so black. And they're on different parts of the image, but not exactly to the squares and to the whites. There's no other starting place on this board. Can't do that because we have to get through here. White. Then not that. And not that, because we've got nowhere left to go. But that white one there. Then that dot there is being the bane of my life. Oh. Oh. Of course, I forgot the dot. Oh my goodness. So this is definitely black, black, black with a white. So that needs like a dipped horseshoe around it. I wish I could colour that bit in just permanently, because that has to be there. Just the flashing is doing my brain in. And this one's going to be worse. Is there like a trick to this? Like, can I stand further back and just kind of observe the whole thing? Absolutely not. It's just out to torture me. This... It won't even let me click where it starts, because it starts... Where does it start? Starts there. Alright, let's not do that, because I can't even see what parts of the puzzle need to be done that way. Just this freaking thing. So that's white on one side of the line. That's white on one side of the line. Ah. Just unbelievable. Good thing leaving and coming back sometimes works. Right, we can see the black and white here. What's the trick? There's a dot there. Oh, it's the same... It's not the same puzzle, but there's a lot of the same elements here. That's on the other side of these two. There's a dot there. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That gives us a green wire into there. I guess we need to do the other side at the very least, so let's start on the other side. To do that, we're going to have to arrange this whole thing differently. So, obviously I like this because it gives us a straight shot to what I want. That gives that a 4-piece, but then the white and blacks aren't separated. That can't work because this has to be separated from an edge, doesn't it? So it would have to be this or similar. I'm going to take it. I can't walk through that centerpiece though, can I? That's a great big no-go. Ah, jeez. This is no good to me because I can't get out after making my big wall on the left-hand side, which is really the most important part of what I want here. That looks great though. Okay, so these are just further and further sliding off kilter. So we can do... How tall are you? 4? 1, 2, 3. Over. Down. Across. Cover that. Good. Oh, jeez. I feel like you need Photoshop open in the side for this. Right. There's 3. Then, how wide are we? 5. There's 3 for the bottom corner. And how on earth are we going to do an L out of this guy? That's the real problem one, isn't it? That can be 3. Then that can be an L. Where's my lower corner? That can't be a 3 though. Although, interesting observation. These two, hold on, these two are at angles, whereas that one is exactly horizontal. So I think that one can go in either direction. That one must go in a specific direction. I think. I could obviously be wrong. If we do that and that, does that cause either of the reds to... sorry, either of the 3 dot lines to flash red? Yes, this flashes red, so that must be there. That must be there. And then we need to do an L out of what's left, which is the really tricky part. We can do that way. Oh, wait. That is an L and a 3. They touch, but that's fine by the rules. But then how do I do the 3 at the end? So that's fine, that's fine. It's this 3 that then becomes the problem. So I like this. But then I can't cut the 3 out at the end, because that's only 2. But that's the same thing, just in the opposed direction. What are you doing, game? You're really, really trying to make me suffer here, aren't you? Right, I can't even remember what the blue dots do. Do they want to be separate from everything? Quick, print screen that. No. Brain. Right, I think the stars want to be part of a pair with something. Be part of a pair with black? Hey. Are you going to be back? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I think this is fine. We go right. We do a line of 3, then a corner piece, and finish. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is horrendous. I hate everything about this. Thank goodness it's over. Though I'm terrified about clicking this puzzle now. So we could go up and across and round. That seems fine. Jeez. Up and across left and down and across left and up and across and be done. Alright. That was our hot mess. We can get into here again, but I don't think we need to be in here. Oh, there's a tape.
The relation between the controller and the controlled is reciprocal.
Do we need to do this one in the pillar?
Studying the behavior of a pigeon, designs contingencies and observes their effects. His apparatus exerts a conspicuous control on the pigeon, but we must not overlook the control exerted by the pigeon. The behavior of the pigeon has determined the design of the apparatus and the procedures in which it is used. Some such reciprocal control is characteristic of all science. As Francis Bacon put it, nature, to be commanded, must be obeyed. The scientist who designs a cyclotron is under the control of the particles he is studying. The behavior with which a parent controls his child, either aversively or through positive reinforcement, is shaped and maintained by the child's responses. A psychotherapist changes the behavior of his patient in ways which have been shaped and maintained by his success in changing that behavior. A government or religion prescribes and imposes sanctions selected by their effectiveness in controlling citizen or communicant. An employer induces his employees to work industriously and carefully with wage systems determined by their effects on behavior. The classroom practices of the teacher are shaped and maintained by the effects on his students. In a very real sense, then, the slave controls the slave driver, the child, the parent, the patient, the therapist, the citizen, the government, the communicant, the priest, the employee, the employer, and the student, the teacher. B.F. Skinner, 1971.
I'm not gonna comment on that because some of that sounded like things that really might not be appropriate regarding slavery and stuff, but I'm just gonna keep chewing through this puzzle. This, we can make a 4 and a 1 so long as they touch and are both within the region. So I'm imagining something like that, except obviously we need to get in and out of the space. So if we inverted that somehow, except the only problem with this, I think, is the black in the bottom right corner. Oh no, a bunch of it is wrong. Excuse me. So the Tetris pieces, they shared a cell, and so that was one too few cells with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rather than a total of 8. So that's obviously a problem in there. Otherwise, we can do... We can't separate black and white like that, so it would have to be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Is this valid? No. Do they need to exist on an L shape then? Can I just do a test to see how they want to exist? I'm not even sure I can figure that much out. Like, if this is 4, it's happy, right? Everything else is not. And if this is 4, that's happy. If this is 4 and 4, that's not enough cells for those. Would that be correct? Yeah, it likes those. Okay. So in that case, we need to start at the bottom. So that's 4 and 4, but the top black and white are not separated. But I can't do this because of the shapes in the middle. It's having like the rail-bound effect on me where I turn my head slightly to try and picture the image in a flatter plane of existence, even though the screen is static. No, we can't do that. You dummy. They can't cross, can they? Is what we're basically being told. That doesn't separate the black and the white at the top. How can I separate the black and the white at the top? Not like this in any conceivable way. Because we can't do that. Ugh. There must only be so many ways in which a 4 across and a 4 up can exist together in this space. That's a 4 up. Can't do that though because the 4 across is not in the space of the shape it's making. How long have I been in this puzzle? Feels like a small age. Where can we go? I just can't go anywhere with this. Why is it the ones that look incredibly simple are always the trickiest? Like, there's no scrolling, there's no dots in the way. Just a puzzle. Innit? That's 4. Oh man, everything hates me on this board. Those are the whites done. But we cannot separate the 4 tall in that shape like that. And the line is never quite as straight as I want it to be either. Why doesn't that like being 4 wide? That's exactly the shape I drew it in. Oh god. Right. Because we've done like 6 puzzles today, I'm going to pause this and try and make some modicum of progress, and then we'll see if I can end out today with the solution. So I'll be right back. Alright, this might be it. So I flipped the side the vertical was happening on. So we separate the white one out on its own and the black one in its corner by coming in through here, separate the black one in that corner, come across here, and we separate this white one on its own below there. This is the 4 tall. That's the 4 wide, and then we can separate the black and white to finish. Hey! Alright, now what have I done? I didn't hear anything go clonk or anything. Orange is lit up. Green is lit up. Is there another puzzle in this tower? Where does the purple go? Where does the purple go? Oh, jeez. Oh, you're joking. Alright, well, that's going to have to wait for next time. For now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.